right. Good morning. You can tell my bedroom is different. All the plants are gone. All the stuff that's usually behind me is gone in preparation for the big carpeting event that's happening. Okay. Well, great to see everybody. November 10th, 2021. And we'll start out with some breathing like we always do, but maybe a little bit more concentration on it today. And I'll end with a lovely loving kindness meditation that a friend gave to me on a little card. It's very nice. All right, so welcome, namaste. Wonderful to be with you today. And yes, the sun is really coming out. Very beautiful. I went for a bike ride yesterday along the coast here, which is 1A from Wallace Sands down to this the Northampton State Beach, and it was amazing. The surf was high, surfers were out there, sun. It was great. But it certainly gives your quads and your hamstrings a really good workout. But it's great to be outside, taking advantage of this somewhat unseasonable weather. We've had a hard frost up here, so if that has happened, and everything, again, I think I've said this before, every nice day after this is a gift. So it was great. Again, great to be outside. All right, let's just take a little light touch with our hands and just to bring them down to our thighs. Feel that warmth between the hands and the thighs. Feel your feet flat on the floor, the number 11. If they aren't flat on the floor, you can place them on blocks or books. So you want to be scooted back in your chair, creating this nice 90-degree angle, and your feet flat on the floor. Okay, and now nudge your shoulders back. And let them stay right where they are. Let's shrug them up one time and let them just slide down into place. And again, gently place your hands on your thighs. Gaze straight ahead. And if you like, closing your eyes. So feel all those touch points of the body, the feet, the hamstrings, the glutes, your spine against the chair. They are supported there. Allowing you to come into this axial alignment and these other alignments that make our squared off 90-degree angles. Soften the mouth. Leave a little space between your upper jaw and your lower jaw. Closing your eyes if that is comfortable for you. Place one hand on top of the other, just where your heart is below the surface there. Feeling the in and out of the breath as the rib cage expands outward and backward with each inhale. Inhale. Fill, exhale. Release. And we're paying attention to our breath. We are controlling it. But right now we want it to be an easeful, gentle breath. Perhaps just a little bit more depth than we normally breathe. And now take these hands and place them just right on your abdomen and see if you can take that same action, the expansion outward, retraction back to the core, to all the abdominal muscles. So you've got this full outward movement expanding as much as you can to bring in as much fresh oxygen as you can. Exchange that air, bring in the oxygen, let go of the CO2. I'll sometimes go into this breathing when I'm waiting in a doctor's office and it's been a while, been there for a while, or I'm nervous about the appointment. I'll just go into this breath to see if I can settle myself. And it usually works to settle me down. And I always tell myself, especially if I feel I am getting impatient with the wait, I always try to tell myself it will happen. They will call you. They're just not calling you when you want to be called. You are on the list. They will call you. And so that becomes a kind of a mantra. And if I go into this breath, it helps pass the minutes. It helps with frustration. It helps with impatience. Now just let your chin gently come down towards your chest. Stretching out those neck muscles, upper back muscles. And now inhale, lift the head up towards the sky. Just gaze upward, nice easy gaze. And now exhale, chin comes down towards your chest. Let it be heavy. Inhale it up. And exhale it down, coming to a nice rhythm for yourself of inhaling upward and exhaling downward. Keeping it somewhat slow, taking full advantage of a fairly deep inhale and a complete emptying of the breath. Nice. This time when you come down from looking up, stay focused forward, take your gaze over to the left, and then take it over to the right. Again, nice and easy. Perhaps inhaling to one side and exhaling to the other side. Going to your gentle edge might feel different on each side. You might have one side tighter than the other. Nice. Now pause as you're looking over your left shoulder. Take your right arm down beside you. If you like, take it back behind you, hooking it around the chair. Inhale and exhale here a couple of times as you look over your shoulder. One more inhale. Inhale. As you inhale, make the journey to the other side. Looking over your right side, take the left arm down or take it gently behind your chair. Keep your breathing going. And now come through center. Take the arms down at your side. Inhale, lean forward, inhale up, reach up towards the sky and just take a nice side to side breath. Continue with this stretching motion. Feeling that along the side of the body. Nice. And now pause, take it down into our cactus arms. Inhale, exhale. So in your peripheral vision, my peripheral vision is not fabulous. So ideally in your peripheral vision, when you wiggle your fingers, you're seeing them in your peripheral vision. Okay. And now up, 5-pointed star, and then open a little bit wider, take the arms down, take them both behind you and lean forward, sternum forward, slight gaze upward. Inhale, exhale. Now come back to center, raise those arms up and stretch. And stretch, lifting up and out of the pelvic girdle. And now again, take it down into our cactus arms. Reach them up, 5-pointed star, gaze upward. Turn the palms, slowly lower them down, take them behind you. Lean forward. So you can hold on to the chair. You could have the arms just behind you. but feeling that you're making this nice curve in the front body. Come back to a straight spine, reach those arms up, side to side. Being gentle with ourselves, being kind to ourselves, and coming to our gentle edge as we go through each movement up to 5-pointed star. Turn the palms, bring them down, lean forward with the sternum, hands back, maybe hooked behind you. And just let them come to your lap. We'll do this kind of infinity circle with our shoulders. So as we bring one forward, the other goes back. Reverse. Nice. One more. Down, hands down beside you, and now just gently lift them up and gently draw them down. So we don't let them clunk down. We take as much time with the down as we do with the lift. And last one, and bring them down. Sit back in your chair. If you've come forward, slide your feet out. You can either lift them or leave them on the floor. Flex, point, flex, point, alternate, flexing and pointing. Fortunately, you can't see it, but I'm noticing all the cat hair on my leggings. Life with a cat. And toes together and heels together. And now windshield wiper. And bring them down, stamp them out just a little bit. Take your left leg, bring it in towards you, either here or here, as close as you can. Other leg. The foot that's not lifted is planted firmly on the floor. Yes, one more time each side. Again, deciding how you want your hands to be. And down. Pause right here and take the right one, the left one, out and back. Right one, out and back. Nice. Left one, circle. Again, you can help it circle if you like. Other direction. One more. And down, right one, circle. Other direction. One more. And down. Scoot back in your chair. Nice job. Bring your feet out again. Lift them off the floor. Now circle the ankles. Snap, crackle, pop. Other direction. And bring those legs right back down again. Great. Let's twist over to the left. Hold it for a little bit. So just hang in this twist. Take time to take some inhales and exhales as you gaze off to the side. Twists always offer you a new perspective. Usually we're looking straight ahead. Twist over, get a new perspective on things. Back to the other side. The Dalai Lama and Benjamin Tutu wrote this book together, which I highly recommend. It's called The Book of Joy. Come to the other side. And they go through, it's a conversation recorded by an author, put it all together. It's just a wonderful, just filled with gems. Other side, Book of Joy. And he talks about, or they talk about changing your perspective. Back over to the left. And that idea is that if you're cycling around a particular issue and you've been looking at it, And the new perspective is to just step away and come back to it, look at it in a different way. So you can make a little analogy to these twists that we're doing. We always look ahead. What if we looked over here? What if we looked over here? So it's just an idea to play with on, I guess it would be problem solving, or just generally it could be even your perception of who you are, your perception of how you react in the world. If it's not bringing you contentment, is there a way you can look at it from a different perspective and find a new way? Okay. And relationships, obviously, all sorts of relationships. Okay. Press your feet to the floor. We're going to hip hinge forward and just bring the arms up. Lengthen through from the tailbone up through the spine. Some nice long inhales and exhales here. It's a version, kind of a seated version of the warrior. Lean back so that you have a nice straight spine. Open those hands up. Now scissor the feet apart so the toes are pointed towards the corner. And we're in a true 5-pointed star. And let those hands come down. Place them on top of your thighs. And now come into some waist circles. Keeping the alignment of the upper body, other direction. Nice. Great. And come back and pause. Now just press into the feet. Release. Press. Release. Press. Release. And press. Great. Roll the shoulders while we're here. Oh my word, what a clump in the shoulder. Okay. And again, let's twist over to the right side. At the same time, we take a gentle press to open the leg on the left. And the other side, twist over, look to the left, little press against the right leg. Nice. Hip hinge, so you come forward, either hands to the thighs or elbows to the thighs. If you've come down on your elbows, check in with your alignment. Is it still coming straight from the tailbone up? And what we're going to start with is just press on one side and press on the other side. So we're opening up and stretching those adductors a little bit farther than they normally are. So, but again, just to their gentle edge. Okay, hands here, open them both. And both. And good. Okay, great. All right. And now we're going to come down, hands or forearms on the thighs. And we're going to lean over to one side, come across, lean over to the other side. So you're pressing into the floor with your feet. As you lean in one direction, you're pressing your elbow against the adductor, the opposite leg. And come back up. Inhale, raise the shoulders, roll them back, bring them down. Okay, while we're here, let's do the goddess pose, pressing into the feet. Axial extension, arms reach out from your shoulders, and then take and bring them up into our cactus arms. So you're feeling a gentle squeeze of the shoulder blades towards each other here. We're not forcing it, but just by the way that we're holding our arms, we are getting this squeeze, we are getting this openness in the front of the body. We're pressing to the floor, so we're seeking to activate every part of the body as we do this. Now take one hand behind your head and the other behind your head. You can go ahead and lower the elbows if you like and release the pressure on the legs. In fact, you could bring them back together. So we start with one hand on top of the other with our elbows, and we're just going to open. And maybe they come all the way together. Open and close. Open and close. Nice. Great. Now let's leave them open. Extend those arms out, settle the shoulders down, turn the palms up. See if you can create little curves right here. And now using your shoulders, roll the palms. And the secret to this one is that it's very easy to just do the palms. Okay. What we're asking is that the shoulders be involved in the action. And the only reason your palms are moving is because your shoulders are working. Okay, leave those palms up, cross one arm in front of the other. Give yourself a nice big hug. And exhale, one more time, inhale. And exhale, now open up, crisscross the other way, other arm on top. And again, deep breaths. Expand front and back. And release down and spread out on your thighs. Scoot yourself back if you've come forward. Again, taking both arms to your shoulders. Slide your back over to the left, lifting the right shoulder, right elbow. Slide to the other side, feeling free to take this to a nice arm reach. Arm reach. Nice. Also, stay on one side if you can sense that one side needs a deeper stretch, needs to hang there in this side stretch. And let's do that. Let's hang in the side stretch, whatever side you're on, either with the arm over or the hand on the shoulder. Press both sit bones into the floor so you're getting the maximum stretch to your side. Take one inhale here. And release, come back, come to the other side, either with extended arm or arm on the shoulder, pressing those sit bones into the floor. And now inhale, sweep it up, sweep both arms up, turn the palms, float, 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 float them down. And place them on your lap. Okay, scooting forward just a little bit, but still feeling planted in your chair. Keeping the left leg right where it is, take the right one and open it out to the side. And now we're going to twist the body outward. So twisting over to that side, and now take the arms up. So another version of the warrior pose. Here's warrior one. Now we're going to take it to warrior two by facing the body forward. The arms extend forward and back. For warrior two. All right, let's bring it back to warrior one again. So twist the body. So you're facing out and over that knee. Arms are lifted. And twisting the body front, bring it to warrior two. Nice. And bring the arms down, bring the leg in. Plant that one on the floor. Take the left one, open it out to the side. Let your body twist over towards it and reach both arms up. For warrior one, facing in this direction. And then take the twist so that you're facing front, but you're looking out over that front extended arm. Inhale, exhale, and bring it back into warrior one again, reaching up. And then warrior two. And let those arms just come down at your side. Scissor the feet back together. Scoot back in your chair. Just tap the legs side to side. Roll the shoulders a couple of times. Scooting all the way back. Do a couple of chair lifts. So hands are either on your thighs or they're gently hooked under your chair. Keeping this angle. So we're not lifting this way, we're lifting this way, but we lift both. So let's lift both up. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Lift. And down. Feel your core. Lift. Lift and down. 2 more, lift and down. Lift and hold. Make sure you're breathing. 3, 2, 1, down. All those muscles relax. Inhale. And exhale. Let's scoot forward just a little bit. Bring your hands into jogging hands. Let's start the legs in our jogging legs. And add the arms. The arms and legs are going in opposite ways. A bit faster. Here we would be shuffling through a lot of leaves, which is really just a wonderful sound. Some leaves crunching under. The oaks, some of the oaks still have their leaves, some of the birches, maples are done. Still beautiful though. Slow it down. Let's bring it very slowly to a close. Inhale. And exhale. Again. Great. Let's take a nice stretch. So taking the left leg back, the left arm across. And actually, this works a little bit better if you come forward and across. Pick your arm can be up. Bring back to center. Into the other side. Again, totally up to you if you want to stay on one side a little bit longer. Or if you want to come into more of a two-handed stretch. Here comes our last one. Up and down. Tap it out. Tap it together. Tap it out. And tap it together. Okay, great. Now we'll do some cross arm movement. And so we'll start with our left arm, cross it right. Same arm, just keep crossing it right. So you add a little bit of a twist. Like you follow the hand with your gaze. Here's our last one. All right, right to the opposite side, right arm goes left. Yes. All right, now we'll go side to side. So cross and cross and cross. Stay lifted in the core. Stay lifted in your spine. Nice. Now we're going to take it middle, middle, middle. Nice. And we'll take it down with the hand. And down and down. All right, we're going to start at the top again, one to each side. Ready, and top, top, now middle, and down, and back up. Cross, cross, middle, middle, down. Again, up, middle, and down. One more series, which is up, and down. And this is it. I take your, I was going to say feet, take your hands to your thighs. Take a couple of nice breaths. And leaving the legs somewhat wide, we'll do pelvic tilts in the chair. So tucking, retracting the belly button, and now opening it. Okay, so we have belly button, abdominals working, and low back tailbone working. All right, so as one goes forward, the other goes back. It's like a scooping the tailbone under the body each time. We'll do it standing too. You get a better feel of it standing. And now bring it into neutral. What feels like neutral for you, not a deep curve in the back and not a super tucked, just neutral. All right, we're going to come to standing. If you can hold on to that neutral pelvis. All right, great. Come forward to whatever place feels good for you on the chair. We plant our feet. We're going to just come up one time and stay up. So we bring those arms up, hip hinge forward, and up we go. Reach up to the sky and release. All right. Whoops. Get these blocks out of the way. Okay, your left side is to the chair. First, let's come into standing mountain. So recreating our alignment. Feeling and sensing the joints lined up over each other, knees over ankles, hips over knees, shoulders over hips. Give a couple little bounces. If you do have a block handy or even a pillow, take it between your thighs so that you've got this measure letting you know how far apart your legs should be. We tend to do this. We need to keep them apart so it keeps everything aligned. Now just bend a little bit and straighten. Bend and straighten. So notice how this keeps the knees going right down and over the feet. Nice. Good. All right, leaving the block right there. Always keeping just a little bit of space behind the knees, even when we're in standing mountain. You never have locked knees. Just take those arms up. Easy, gentle, no real stretching here. We're just lifting them up as if they're tied to the ceiling with invisible strings. Think about your pelvis. See if you can place it in neutral. And if, of course, your chair is there, you need to place a hand on it. A couple of inhales and exhales. Maybe we'll leave the hands up, but do just a couple of knee bends here. Nice, easy motions. Just getting a sense of our bodies. And bring those hands down. We're going to continue to hold on to the block. That's not the most comfortable thing. And we're going to squeeze it, release. So really let those adductors squeeze into the block. And you'll feel that happening. Nice. One more. And release the block. Nice. Let's have our left hand to the chair. Bring your weight over to your left leg so you really feel that it's long and tall and fully supported. Take and squeeze those 5 toes. Squeeze and release and squeeze and release, just so you feel that sense of every part of your foot on the floor. Now we're going to lift the right leg and hold on to it. Gaze straight ahead. Again, it's like a string has lifted your knee upward. Might say, could I hold on with just a finger? It just is all about where your balance is. Whoops. And these sorts of balances work better on a flat wooden floor. 3, 2, 1. Down. Shake them both out. We'll do the other side. Switch the weight over to the right leg. Again, squeeze the toes into the floor. Feel how terrifically you're supported, lifting that inside left leg up. Again, that string just lifted it up. You've got a neutral spine, gazing straight ahead at your drishti. And even though I talk about this straight leg, you still keep that space behind the knee. And 3, 2, 1, slowly lower it down. Back to two-footed balance. Back standing mountain. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Face our chair. Take this down just a little. Great. We're going to come into a lunge. So leaving your left foot forward, slide your right back, and then just press that back heel into the floor. So you should feel a pretty intense calf stretch happening in the back. To intensify it a little, if you'd like, bend into the front leg. Maybe you slide the heel back just a little bit farther. So we're coming into a runner's lunge. Take both hands, if you like, to the top of your forward thigh, hip hinge. Keep that back heel on the floor, gazing at something, a drishti, a little spot on the wall, a photograph, and just keep breathing and pressing down through that back. Right. Coming forward, actually, let's do this. So we come up onto the balls of our feet, and then we press it back down. Balls of the feet, press it back, lift, and back. Lift, and back. Last one, lift, and back, and come forward. Take out that leg we just worked. Nice. All right. Right foot forward, slide the left back, press it down, and just pause right here just to let the muscle come into its stretch. If we're always contracting and flexing, contracting and flexing, the muscle doesn't have time to really stretch itself out. So by hanging in some of these postures for a little while, we really let the muscles come into their stretch. All right, now if you like, you can take it a little bit farther back, keeping it pressed to the floor, bend into that front knee, gaze straight ahead, hip hinge, and your hands come to your thigh, or maybe they're on the chair. Breathe. So perhaps you feel a little discomfort, but you should not feel pain. All these leg muscles are just pretty giant muscles because they're the working muscles of our body. So, and they're groups of muscles. So we're not just stretching one thing. So gastrocnemius is what this calf muscle is called. It's a very big muscle in our calves, and some people bigger than others. Okay, and now just lift up on that back, the pad of your foot, lift, back, lift, back. One more, last lift, press it back down, bring it forward, Shake them both out. Nice. All right, let's stretch out our low backs and hamstrings. So coming to your chair with your hands on the chair, getting ready to hip hinge as we walk backwards. Keep the hands on the chair. Bend at the knees, put your spine in neutral, and then if you've got space, just lean back into it, extending the hands and arms. So your arms are at pretty much full extension. Your feet are hip distance apart. You should be feeling an intense stretch in the glutes, hamstrings. Okay, tuck, walk forward, almost to the chair, and then take yourself in any version of a back bend. Come back to straight spine, standing mountain. I'm going to walk backwards again. Nice. Bend into the knees. Retract your belly button so it's lifted. And again, extend through the arms, extend back through the glutes. Nice. Belly button lifted. Great. Keep breathing. And you might feel that more of your weight is on your heel, both heels. Tuck. Walk forward, almost to the chair. Gaze upward. And exhale. One more time. Let's walk it back. Bend into the knees. Retract belly button, lean back. Good. Now, if you're feeling secure in your back and your position, you can take and wag your tail side to side. Just gets a little bit deeper into our hips. Good, good, good. Bend, walk forward. Come into a nice open back bend. Any version you like, really. Just thinking about the sternum forward. And come back again, right to our standing mountain. Let's just take a little up and down. Why don't we change sides? We've been on this side for a long time. All right, let's come to so that we have the right side of our body to the chair. And we're going to bring the weight over to that standing leg. And I'm going to show it to you this way so that you can see what my leg is doing. We bring the weight over, lift the leg up, we send it back. Lift, send. So notice how we're going back farther. The glutes become involved and the hip flexors become involved. Nice. Last one, lift and down. Great. Coming to the inside leg, lift it up, press it back. Lift, press. Nice. Everything that we've been doing for the past 5 or 10 minutes are strengtheners for all the leg muscles. And it's all, much of it is about this idea of lifting when you're walking, one more, to make sure that you're taking a good lift each time you walk. Okay, we tend to start to go into a little bit of a shuffle, especially when we're tired, but just be thinking about always lifting. And if you know Portsmouth sidewalks, you know you need to be really aware. They're mostly bricks and they're beautiful, but bricks pop up with the weather and they're extremely slippery. So you need to be aware of where you're walking and to be lifting your legs up. And as we get into ice weather, and never be afraid to just grab a cane. Just grab a cane to help you walk along. Okay, great. So we've been working on our quads, our hamstrings, our calves, our glutes, all those power muscles. They're called the gross muscles of the body. There are more of them, but meaning that they do the big work. They do the big work. Hands, fine motor muscles. Knitting. Okay. Very good. Okay. Excellent. What I meant to do is bring this over here. There. Got involved in my explanation. All right, let us do toes in the sand today. So bring your weight over to your inside leg, which is your right leg. And again, you've got to bend to it, and you want to be able to have that knee be able to move as the outer leg goes around. So toes in the sand is to take, we feel the floor everywhere around. We go side, we go back. So it's like you're in sand and you're drawing a circle. It's fabulous for the hip. So as you go out, you may bend the knee a little bit more. Totally up to you. Think about this circle you're making in the sand as you go around. Now let's reverse it. Bring it back, out, in. Nice. One more time. Out, in, back. Other side. Left leg to the chair. Bring the weight on it. Make sure you've got flexibility in that knee. Take it forward, back, around. Forward, back, around. Notice how your upper torso is not moving. Everything's happening waist down. It's happening right in here. Great. Now let's go in the other direction. Back it up, out, forward. Good, good, nice. Let's do one more. Come to stand. Let yourself just pause here for a moment. One thing we can do if your glutes are talking to you, as you stand here, you can bend a little bit into the knee and just do, I call it pounding. So it's a little bit stronger than tapping. It just loosens up the muscles. And they're big muscles, they can take it. The other place, there's many places you can do this, but I wouldn't call it pounding except in the legs. So you bend into the knees and just go up and down on those quads. Pause right above the knees. That's where the tendon goes into the patella and the rest of the knee joint. And let's come up the side, the iliotibial band, and then come back down. And back up. And back out to the glutes. And shake it out. Take those hands forward. Circle. Nice and easy. Good. Other direction. Nice. Open them. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Keep them open. Reach those little fingers out and away. Take it down, play the piano. Sue will enjoy this rendition I'm doing, playing the piano. And others of you play the piano too. Open up, straighten those arms out as best you can. Lift first, bring them back down. Great. And then just turn them. I just gave myself an adjustment. That felt good. And you've got little curves in your arms like you're holding. Great. Reach up, press down. Nice. We come back to our chair. We're going to slowly sit back in it. We're backing up to the chair. So backing up to the chair, hip hinge, come back down and sit. And let yourself just sink into the chair. Press your low back, your spine into the chair. Feet are flat on the floor. Hands lightly on your thighs. Facial movements. Just feeling yourself. As I've said many times, yoga and so much of life can be reduced to this idea of work and surrender, or effort and surrender. And in yoga, the work is the movement into the posture. The surrender is surrendering to the posture, and right now, surrendering to the chair after we have worked. So again, another analogy to think about in life. When do you need to work? When can you surrender? And surrender, another way to say it is let go. When can you let go? When have you done all that you can? Or when is it a cause that no matter what you do, it's not going to be enough? My friend and I had this long talk over the weekend about this idea of how we like to fix things. We like to make people feel better. We like to see if we can help. It's just in our nature to do that. And sometimes it's not called for. Sometimes they're fine. All they need from us is to witness what is happening in their lives and to be there as a listener. And I always love the word witness. So you're there, but you're not becoming a part of their struggle or becoming a part of their suffering. You're somewhat neutral, actually. And so to just rethink this idea of that we can fix everything becomes easier with age, I've found. Letting go of the idea that we can fix everything. Some things we can, but not everything. Okay. Let's begin to come into some quiet breathing, letting our muscles settle into this nice support of the chair. We're very aware of where we are supported, trying to let go of any tension, of any clenching. We're trying, so again, this oppositional idea of strength versus lightness. So groundedness versus lightness. So our feet are grounded to the earth, but they're not pressing or pounding. They're just lightly on a surface. Same with our bodies, our backs. Cheeks are at rest. Upper jaw separated from lower jaw. And see if you can keep any cyclical thoughts from coming back in. See if you can keep your attention on your breath. That very simple in and out of the breath. Hear it, feel it, acknowledge it. understand that right now, you don't have to do anything. You can be. Bringing your hands to prayer pose. It's a loving kindness meditation a friend gave to me this weekend. I'll just say it one time. If you're interested in it, I can just send it in an email. I am the center of peace. In peace, I live and move and experience life. Because I keep myself centered in inner peace, I have peace in my outer world. I'll read it one more time. I am the center of peace. In peace, I live and move and experience life. Because I keep myself centered in inner peace, I have peace in my outer world. And let's join our voices in Om. Inhale. Om. The light in me honors and sees the light in each of you. In peace, inner and outer. Namaste.